How we doing, brothers and sisters in Christ? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you so much for all the comments. You guys were so supportive and encouraging, not only to me, but all the other people that were putting prayer requests in there, and you guys were lifting them up. It's exactly what I want my page to be about, is encouraging one another in these dark days, these perilous times that we are living in. I believe I have another encouraging video for you. It's going to be a short video, but I believe I found something pretty significant. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. So this is the list of generations listed in Genesis. And you can see there Adam at the top, and then you go down, Enoch, and you got Noah, and then you go down here to Abraham, and it's 2008 years from creation. And I've done this in videos before. My creation date does not change. I believe it when time started, once Adam was expelled from Eden. Eden is like eternity, so time was different there. But once he was expelled, then the 6,000 years started. So I have it as 3971. And it said Abraham was 2008 years from creation. All right, so 1963 BC. And I said, okay, let's see what we can do with that, because Abraham to me is like the start of the Old Testament saints, going forward from the cross, and then from the cross you have the church age saints. So I said, okay, 1963, let's see what we can find with that. And I believe it's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. So I went, is this it? Right here, you can see it there. I just chose April 25th, so don't worry so much as the month and day. I believe that is the day of the cross of Passover in the year 31 AD, and I believe that is when Jesus was crucified, was 31 AD. So I said 1963 BC, which I just showed you, right? 2008 years from creation to the cross is 1,993 years. Well, what happened on that day of the cross? Well, let's go to Matthew 27. Right here, Matthew 27:52. And the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city, and appeared unto many. I said, so from Abraham, 1,993 years, the Old Testament saints, those that in Luke 16 were in Abraham's bosom on that side of the abyss, however you want to call it, they were taken up to heaven. And I said, okay, so I wonder what 1,993 years is from 31 AD. So 1,000, you can see it there, 1,993 years from the cross is 2024. And what do I think is going to happen? 1 Thessalonians 4:16, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and the trump of God. Look at, and the dead in Christ, or you can say the church age saints in Christ, shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. How amazing is that? I think God does these things where he has these patterns, and that we can look back in the Old Testament and say, okay, how does this line up going forward in our times? And I just showed you 2008 years from creation was Abraham, which I believe started the Old Testament saints. You go forward to the cross as 1,993. The Old Testament saints on the day of his resurrection burst forth out of their graves. And if you go the exact same number of years forward from the cross, you come to this year. And I believe the dead in Christ are going to come out of their grave. So, pretty incredible. When I seen this, I showed my wife, and she was giddy. I love stuff like this. I think God is revealing so much to us in these last days. And I think that the rapture could occur at any moment. Once again, I hope that this video was encouraging you to let you know how close we are to going home. And I shared this on my community. Do I still have the picture? I might have. Oh, no, right here. I went to throw some stuff away. I just got my teeth cleaned, and then I was going to the grocery store before going home. And this is literally the tent revival that I brought up, and you can see it there. The first thing that it mentions is baptisms. And I said, what are the odds that this flyer would literally be staring me in the face when I opened it to throw my trash in there? And I know, by the way, they promise a miracle if you show up too. So definitely we'll be going there if we were still here on. Oh yeah, and someone also brought up that they seen that it was 9/11, August 9 through 11. So really like when you guys comment stuff like that, because I don't see everything. So when you guys show me that, it's very encouraging. So guys, let me know what you think of this video. Stay encouraged. Pray for Israel. Pray for one another. And I believe that we are going home soon. I will see you in the clouds.